Today, we're going to create an orange icon for our Chinese New Year card. I have already created a new Figma project, added my color scheme from Coolers, and also added an image to refer. Now let's get started. To make our orange, we will first need to add a circle shape. So I'm going to the shape tool to bring out the ellipse tool, and I'm going to click and drag on my frame to create a circle. Once done, click onto the fill and use the color picker to pick out a color appropriate for your orange. So I'm going to use my color scheme here and maybe pick out this orange. Okay, now we're going to make the little freckles on the orange, so that is quite easy. It's also an ellipse tool. Click and drag to create a smaller circle. Change the fill color to a slightly darker orange, and then move it onto the circle that you make earlier on. We're going to make a few of this, so we're going to copy and paste. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out. Again, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out. So we've copied and pasted 2 more freckles, so a total of 3. Now, to create the leaf and the stem, this is slightly trickier. We will need to use compound shapes. So let's start with the stem first, the trickiest bit. I'm going to use the ellipse tool again, and I'm going to draw a middle-sized circle somewhere at the top here. Don't worry about the color because we can change that later. Now, on top of this circle, I'm going to copy and paste and put another one. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out. This second circle is going to be on top of my previous circle. Now, I can't really see the color well, so I'm going to change the fill temporarily. Okay, just so I can see. And what I'm going to do is put this circle on top of the other one and make a crescent like that. Okay, finally, we're going to add one more shape. We're going to add a rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to just draw a rectangle over the 2 circles at the top like that. And I'm also going to change the fill color just to differentiate. Now, what we want to keep is this gray part here that is actually the stem of the orange. So to keep only this part, we need to do a subtract. Select all these 3 shapes, arrow down on your compound shape tool and click on subtract. Ta-da! And that is how you create your stem. So don't forget to change the fill color using the color picker. If you have a brown in your color scheme, you can click on it. If not, then you will have to choose a brown for yourself. Once done, move it to place. If it's too big, you may have to drag the corners to resize it. Now for the leaf, it's also another compound shape, but this is slightly easier. We're going to bring out 2 circles. So use the ellipse tool and draw 2 smaller circles. What I can do is copy and paste. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V, pull out. And for my second circle, I'm just going to overlap a little bit with the previous one. So when I drag over it, I can actually see that they intersect to create a leaf shape in the middle. So I'm going to keep this part by going to the compound shape tool and clicking on intersect. That's our leaf. So once done, change the fill color. If you don't have a green, you can always pick out a green from your color scheme. Okay, and once you're happy with it, move your leaf to place. Rotate by moving your mouse cursor away from the corner and click and drag to turn it before dragging the corners to resize it to fit. And that is our orange icon. If you want, you can select everything and do a group. Ctrl G. And with that, you will have everything in one group that you're able to move around, so you can put it at one side when you make your card.